Going into this experience, one of the reasons that I have been drawn to the program is just what a true social experiment it is. And I think that's so fascinating to really take a little microcosm of our culture and our times and submerge in that. That definitely will be my game, the social game.
He's got a clue.
He definitely has
He's
a clue.
It was in the basket. It's all of
And
ours.
you know what? From now on, we take the reward.
I think a lot of people going into this looked at Ralph and almost discounted him in a way. I mean, he's had all of these relationships, he's had all of these really visceral life experiences that have all informed him and made him a true survivor. I've never met anyone like him. He is a true character, and I love characters.
Grab your stuff, head back to camp. I will see you tonight at Tribal.
So we've thrown the challenge, we're splitting the vote, and that's made us incredibly vulnerable too. Russell, all he has to do is peel off one more person, and it's what he does best. You're going.
You're going.
Well, you need to go too.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna go with Ralph.
Have fun.
Yes.
I'm so excited to watch this, especially with Ralph by my side. And if I am able to watch Russell walk off and go home, that would be my $1 million almost. Russell was devastated. Like, he was crying so hysterically. It was awful to see.
It was terrible.
And then he found his Russellness and just basically threw back the covers on everything about our camp. Today was crazy. He basically just turned around and started talking to the other tribe and just started throwing all of our secrets. He said that Steve and Mike were in an alliance, which anyone could see that. And then as far as me being the leader, I'm not. It's not that interesting, the information that Russell gave out. More detrimental was the information that we gave out. But Ralph, it wasn't a good look.
Who's calling?
I'm calling.
If you were calling out the directions, you were also being the puzzle maker. And Stephanie is good. She is a linguist, you can tell. I knew she was going to be great at calling things out. She's bossy as all get out, so that was definitely the job for her. I mean, her and Krista, and then David are the people that I just, even as much as I want to try to trust David, he is a lawyer at his very core. He is so out for himself. If it was entirely up to me, David would be going home tonight. But Stephanie and Krista, they played their hands so early on. So now it's kind of, they are two dead ducks sitting on a lake, waiting for the gunshots.
Putting the best six to win is more important than anything else we have right now. Think about that.
What I think is happening right now is that David and Stephanie are doing their damnedest to try to swap her name on the docket with my name. I would like to see Stephanie leave, but I'm not really going to go campaigning because I'm the most loyal person that my tribe will ever see, and they all know that. Tonight, we will say goodbye to Stephanie. We will bid her adieu and send her off to Redemption Island. Her leaving is the last of the Russell Alliance.
Where's that big blanket?
She's already packed up. She's got like 10 blankets in there. Oh, let me put Ralph's in there.
Get it out and put a small one in there, but hurry up.
I was standing with the guys, and Steve had mentioned I don't want her to take all of the bedding. Stephanie has a ton of bedding that we knew she'd take with her. And we're freezing here and wet, and we need it. So I just did a quick swap. I switched out her bedding out of her satchel with a smaller, ample bedding set. Woods, okay?
Yeah, sure.
And I stashed the big bedding, her good bedding, in tree mail. I felt bad about that, but then I was reminded how horrible she was to me at Tribal Council. I just kind of sat there and was just like, oh, I am so happy I did that. That is the slap in the face that I really have been wanting to give her. So I'm fine with it.
Moving forward and all pitching in like we're all doing around camp.
Me too, and I do love constructive feedback, and I do need to buck up more. Tribal is never good, but tonight was especially bad because come to find out our gang of 6 did have a major hole in it, which, as I had suspected, David had gone over to the dark side to Stephanie. I want to like punch him in the face with his smirk. He's like picking his wound.
See that face that he made?
No, I had
Sarita, show him the face that he made.
Like he was like, yeah, you guys should be fishing now. And he's like, David's personality is such that I find him extremely selfish and egotistical. As much as he thinks he's this king of riding the wild waters of Survivor, he isn't savvy at the social game at all. Because I would say kick me off if I felt like Dave was better than me. I just don't feel like he is. I don't think he's good. Tonight in Tribal Council, I'm going to vote for David because he's a loose cannon, and knowing that he voted for me last time, knowing that he doesn't trust me at all, it doesn't really bode well for the future. I don't trust Dave at all,
No, I don't either.
but I definitely think this next one is Dave.
Probably right.
I feel like Dave is going to have a really good chance of beating Boy Wonder on Redemption Island, which don't want to see him come back. He's going to come back like a hell on wheels for me, but the game is the game. In the end, David won out, basically saying that he was the stronger, which is fine. What they don't realize is you don't always pick the stronger, especially now that you're getting down. You want someone maybe who's not going to always win an individual immunity. They just want to make the most robust football team they can possibly make. God love them for it.
I've just been hearing horror stories from Zaptero. Like, what's been going on?
It's really not that bad. There are a lot of amazing people. Julie, Mike, Steve, Ralph, like good people. I love that I can share the good parts of Zapatera with him. Be like, hey, here's who you want to stick with. Here's who I'm not sure about. I love being able to give that to him because he is a really good kid. Matt is going to be hard to beat, but I am going in with just so much confidence. I think I'm a worthy opponent.